No, 14. Josh, as always, welcome. Liability insurance. How does that affect? What all does that protect?
Sure. Yeah, it's a common question. We'll get people that'll call in, hey, I want the cheapest coverages I can get, and really you don't want the cheapest that's out there. The liability, what that does for you is, hey, if I cause an auto accident, that's how much my policies are going to pay out to protect the other person and my finances. So as an example, in the past we've seen people insure themselves for $100,000, $300,000. So that's the max your auto policy will pay out. A lot of times we've been proponents of increasing those coverages just because the cost of healthcare has risen. We recommend $250,000, $500,000 limits, and then sometimes an umbrella on top of that. And some people will be like, well, you're trying to push insurance, but really the idea is to make sure you don't lose any of your financial assets. We had an umbrella payout earlier this year for a client. Umbrellas are a couple $100,
sure,
and it can really protect your financial, either the money you have or the money that you're going to make, because in the state of Indiana, they can garnish your wages if you cause harm to someone. So it's really important to review that to make sure you have that proper coverage for peace of mind for yourself.
People, of course, need collision insurance. I would think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
They also have comprehensive.
Yep.
What's the difference?
Yeah, it's a common question. On the collision, it's, hey, if I hit another vehicle, a tree, something that's stationary. Comprehensive, the easiest way to explain that is, hey, if it's some will call it acts of God. If a hailstorm happens,
a tree falls on.
Yeah, something that is out of your control. You hit a deer, you hit a turkey. We've had all these things happen, but there are differences. And so a common question too is, if especially right now, this time of year, there's a lot of deer out. Hey, if a deer runs out in front of you, unfortunately, it's going to cost you less if you hit the deer versus swerving and hitting another vehicle or causing harm to someone else.
I want to tell people, we've told you before, Paulson Insurance, you're a provider. You deal with all the top brands, don't you?
Sure, we do. Yeah, I mean, what separates us from, calling just one company is we have several companies in-house. And so if you call us, we will shop your home and auto insurance for you. So we look at Erie, Travelers, Nationwide, Acuity, Safeco, which is owned by Liberty. So we look at several companies for you to make sure you're not overpaying, but also making sure you're properly covered.
Josh, don't go away. More questions, more good answers. Don't put it off. I know you got one. Give them a buzz right now. These are the numbers. You're watching Ask the Expert, and we'll be back. Josh will take your call after the break.